guys, and welcome back to my channel. Recently I took a trip to Scotland to visit my family and my friends, and well, while I was there I experienced some reverse culture shock. Kind of UK or Scottish norms and behaviours and stuff which I'd completely forgotten about and that took me by surprise.
Scotland! Freedom!
Going home and coming back to Japan in itself was a whole drama because of the virus that's going on right now. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard of it, but I'm not really going to talk about that through this video. I think what I'll do is briefly summarise that drama at the end. So if you're curious about that, then do stick around until the end of the video. So, the first thing which I experienced was literally as soon as I got to Scotland and stepped off the plane and I was waiting for like my baggage to come, turned around, I saw like a Iron Brew vending machine. I was like, oh lovely, look outside, I saw it was raining. Classic windy Scotland, a little rainy, wouldn't have it any other way. And then I heard like 5 different people around me all swear unnecessarily.
Uh-oh. Your fucking phone, my fucking face.
I was like, oh, 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 oh. Scottish people swear a lot, and I'd forgotten that. And it was literally like every other word, and not in a angry or like negative, malicious kind of way. Just like, it's just ingrained in their language almost. And I'd forgotten about that, and it was really weird to hear so many people around me swear again. It was kind of nice. Because, you know, anything that reminds me of home's very comforting, and I'd like just got back, so I was just kind of like, oh, it is fucking raining. Culture shock is truly really weird. It's really weird to experience it. Comment it below, like, what shocked you about going home, because I'm very curious about your guys' experiences too. The next thing that really shocked me was the ability to pay contactless. Obviously, this is not something I forgot was possible. I just kind of forgot how convenient and nice it is.
So we're gonna show you all about this.
Literally, every time I went to pay for anything, I was like getting excited. I took out my Google Pay app, like, oh yeah. Because Japan is very cash-based. It's a very cash-based society.
Things that I couldn't even imagine are created already.
Generally, I'll be carrying around a good £100 of cash on me in Japan at all times, or I'll be kind of anxious, like if I need to top up my travel card or whatever, like you always need cash, and the majority of shops, if it's not like a big chain like Starbucks or a convenience store, then most likely there's a good chance they're going to only take cash. But what's really made me very happy was the ability to pay contactless on the buses, in Edinburgh specifically.
Isn't this exciting? Isn't this amazing? What else can it do?
So that was just so nice and easy. Next thing I noticed was the only piece of like reverse culture shock I had which was negative, and that was when I went to the cinema with my friend. Just to be clear, this was on one of the first days of my trip back, and it was before social distancing was really pushed in the UK and in Scotland, and then in the latter half of the holiday all my plans were cancelled and I was staying home and stuff. Not going to be going to places like the cinema now. Anyway, I went to see The Invisible Man with my friend, which is a horror movie, and I would recommend it. It was fun. It had some twists. It was varied. Like, it starts off quite a generic horror movie and then it goes places. So I'm sitting there really excited to be scared, and then these 2 girls behind me start chatting, and I'm just like,
shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck-ups to shut.
oh my god, I was furious. I was like, how dare you? Because I forgot. That's normal in Scottish cinemas. People just don't care. There's so many people that are really disrespectful of the other cinema goers and will talk through the movie, and that drives me insane. And I'd forgot about it because in Japan, everyone's silent. Everyone's very respectful. They even stay through the whole credits, not a word is said. When I went to see Frozen 2 a few months ago in the cinema in Japan, when the credits were playing after the movie was finished, I started whispering to my friends about it. This old woman next to us like leaned over and really sternly shushed us.
Shut all the way the fuck up.
And I couldn't even be mad at her because that's the culture here, and like, I get mad at Scotland when people talk, and that's normal in Scotland, so like, Oh, real triggered right there. My final 2 points, I'm not really sure if they count as reverse culture shock because it's like kind of behaviours I picked up in Japan, which I continue to do in Scotland without realising. Is that reverse culture shock? Comment below if you know the answer because I am genuinely curious. The first thing was, instead of like apologising when I bump into anyone or thanking people in like random scenarios, I would just kind of nod silently. Like if I bump into someone, just, or if I'm at a till point in a store and someone gives me my change and my stuff and say have a nice day, I'm just like, I don't say thank you. Just little things which I didn't really notice in the moment, but then like a few seconds later I'd be walking away and be like, huh, weird. But like at least I wasn't saying Japanese words. I wasn't saying like sumimasen if I bumped into someone, or arigatou gozaimasu when someone like handed me my items in a store. It could have been worse. And last of all, whenever I had a picture taken of me, whether it be a selfie with a friend or a group picture or whatever, without thinking about it, very instinctively a reflex of mine was literally any picture at all. If someone just took a camera out in the room, it's like, ready. There was even one time where I was like this and my friend physically put my hand down and then the other one just went up and I literally didn't even think about it. I wasn't like trying to annoy her or anything. So it was really weird. Like you're going like this, you're ready, and you look around and you're like, huh, I'm the only one doing it. Which is weird because in Japan, everyone's doing this all the time, or at least if you do this, it's not weird or people aren't cringing or whatever, you know? It was really strange. Overall, I'm really glad I went home. It was a great trip for the most part. Obviously in the latter half of the trip, stuff started to get serious with the virus, or at the very least people started to take it seriously. I was just at home with my family for the latter half, but I'm still glad I went home because obviously I was there to see my family as well. And my dog, oh my god, how I love my dog. Good morning. I love you so much. You're my favorite person. But it was very stressful making it back to Japan. My first flight was cancelled. Luckily they managed to book me an earlier flight like the day before. If I'd gotten my original flight, while I would have been in the air, everything would have happened. Japan would have stopped accepting people from the UK and Scotland or the UK went into lockdown. I would have arrived in Japan, not been allowed in, and not been able to go home. That's not fun to think about. So I like just made it back and I'm so happy I did, my god. Although I do have to quarantine myself for 14 days. Things are going well so far. I actually really enjoy being alone and lazy days and stuff, so for now it's great.
Straight away, the lack of stimulation is having a disturbing effect.
Also, it's a little bit cold in here and I think my blanket is wet.
But right now it's like perfect, loving my life. And it's like spring holidays anyway, so I'd be doing nothing at school regardless, except now I'm doing nothing here. Because even once quarantine's up, I'm not going to be going out much. I am going to be taking social distancing seriously, but that is a topic for another video, probably next week's, because Japan is not doing a lot about this virus and I have a lot of thoughts about that. So if you want to hear that rant next week, do subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye. Wash your hands.